Hey guys, it's Nana, and today I wanted to do the reading habits tag. I wasn't tagged by anyone specifically, but I saw that Effusions of Wit did this and fictitiously also did this tag, and they said anyone could do it, so here I am. I would say I do 99% of my reading in my bed, just because when I get home, that's where I spend the most time, in my bedroom. Occasionally I'll read in the living room, but usually I'm just in my bed. I usually use a bookmark, but I can use any old piece of paper, but in general I use this Strand bookmark. You get one of these every time you go to the Strand, so I've got plenty, and I just use this one over and over again. I used to have to finish a chapter before I could stop reading. I was really against just kind of stopping anywhere, but I don't know, I guess I outgrew that, or I got over that, because now I can stop anywhere. I'll usually like to get to the end of a paragraph, at least, but otherwise I can stop anywhere. You know, if I'm feeling tired, I'll just read to the end of the paragraph and put it down. I do eat and or drink sometimes when I'm reading. I usually have a water or something by my bed as I'm reading, and I can also eat while I'm reading. I will sometimes put on music when I'm reading. I don't usually watch TV. I can't really... You know, if people are talking, I have a hard time also reading. But for some reason, when people are singing, it's totally fine. So, alright, male. Especially if I'm out on the subway or on a plane or something, then I'll definitely pop in my headphones because I don't want to hear other people talking. I'd rather just, listen to my music, be in my quiet place, and read. I'm a one book at a time kind of person. I like to pick up a book, start it, read it all the way through, and then finish it. I will occasionally start a second book while I'm in the middle of a first, you know, if I have something that is on a deadline, but usually I like to finish one book at a time. I just like to be immersed in the one book and focus on that one book, and then when I finish that, I'll pick up another. I do most of my reading at home, but I can read anywhere. I'll read outside in the park, I'll read on the subway, as I've said, I'll read wherever. In the car. Give me a book and a quiet place and I'll read wherever. Definitely silently in my head. I feel like reading out loud would be very slow. But I'm curious if some people do read out loud to themselves, on a regular basis. I'm very curious about that. I don't usually read ahead, but sometimes if a really tense situation is going on, I do have this unconscious habit of reading a few paragraphs ahead because I'm like, oh my god, what's going to happen? Are they going to be okay? But then I'm like, no, stop reading ahead, go back. But I don't flip to the end of the book or anything like that to see if I want to read it. Generally, I just read it as it comes along. Is breaking the spine something that people do on purpose? I'm not sure. I don't think I have a preference. If the spine breaks, I'm okay with that. If the spine doesn't break, I'm okay with that too. I'll just hold the book and read it. I don't usually write in my books. I think it's because I grew up thinking of them as very sacred objects, and I treated them with care, and you just take good care of your books, and to me writing in them felt like graffiti, but I have written in books for a class, and, you know, having notes in the margins was very helpful in those situations, but now that I'm out of school and I'm just reading for fun, I don't write in my books. I don't know how long this tag has been going around, so it could be that everyone has done it already, but if I can find a few people who haven't done it, I will tag them in the down bar below. Thank you so much for watching. I really wanted to do this tag because I thought it was so interesting to hear about everyone else's reading habits, and I thought maybe you might like to hear about mine. And that's it. If you want to talk to me on Twitter, I have a Twitter, I have Instagram, all of that good stuff, so I'll leave all my links below. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. 2. Eat while I'm reading. Yes. Or read while I'm eating. Both? I can do both of those things, which I think are one and the same. I'm a one book at a person kind of time. Princess Bride by William Goldman. And so far, I'm loving this book. It's been a while since I saw the movie, and just reading the story is bringing it all back to me. I just love that movie so much. So the book is really, really good so far.